Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the second question of day 10. The question is to find whether the given string is a palindrome or not. Here the definition of palindrome is given, that is, a palindrome is a string that spells the same from other directions. For example, ABBA, APPA, AMMA and so on. Here we can see that if we will spells ABBA from right side, means right to left direction, then we will get same ABBA. And here some points are, if the input string is a palindrome, the function should return 2. And if the input string is not a palindrome, the function should return 1. Here one note is given, the case of the letters in the string should not matter. That is, if we will write M in uppercase and rest of the letter in lowercase, and here we can see that M and A is in uppercase and DAM in lowercase. So these all strings should be considered as a palindrome. Here some assumption is given. The first one is the past input string will always be a single word and not a sentence. Means here our input string should be in single word. And the another is the past input string will only contain alphabets. So we will solve this question in Dev C++. Before solving this, I request you to subscribe our channel for more this type of videos. Let's start. Now press Ctrl N for new tab. At first we will write the program, after that we will understand the code. Now at first we will include some header files, which is has include stdio.h and another is has include string.h. Now let's define the function. Let's say our function name is palindrome, and here we will pass one formal argument as an input, which is a character pointer variable. So char star input 1. Now we will declare some variables, which is int I, x, and we will initialize count variable to 0. Now here we will store the string length of input 1 into x. So here we will use strlen function and pass the input 1 variable. After that we will take for loop for I equal to 0 and I is less than x and I plus plus. So what we will do? We will do input 1 of I equal to 2 log of input 1 of I. Now we will again take for loop for I equal to 0, I is less than x by 2 and I plus plus. Now we will add the condition if input 1 of I equal to input 1 of x minus I minus 1. Now we will increment the value of count variable. After that here we will again write the condition if count equal to I, then what we will do? We will return 2, else we will return 1. Now here we will write the main function int main, and we will declare character array of size 1000, and here we will take the input from user. So write the statement, enter the string. Now we will read it from keyboard. So %s comma ch. Now we will call the function %d. Here our function name is palindrome. So here we have to write is palindrome. and here we have to pass the variable, actual variable, which is ch. At last we will write get ch to hold the screen. Now by pressing Ctrl S we will save the program. Let's give the name is palindrome.c, and now we will select all files. Let's save. Now we will execute the program. Let's execute and compile and run. Oh sorry, here we have missed the semicolon. Let's save. Now again execute the program. Let's execute, compile and run. Here we will give the input which has given in the question. Let's say MA in uppercase and DAM in lowercase. So it is a palindrome string, so it should return 2. So let's check. Here we can see that it returns 2. Let's check for another input. Let's give ABBA. So it should also return 2 because it is also a palindrome string. So let's check. Here we can see that it returns 2. Let's check for the input which is not a palindrome. Let's give the ASDF and let's check. So here we can see that it is a not palindrome, so it should return 1. Press enter. Here we can see that it returns 1. So our program is right. Now we will understand the code. Here at first we have taken character pointer variable, so it will point the character array. So let's take the input. Let's say M A D A M. We know that it is a palindrome string, so our function should return 2. So it will point this array. So let's give the index. Let's say 0 1 2 3 and 4. It is our input. After that we have defined some variables, which is I, X, and we have initialized count variable to 0. After that what we have done, we have stored the length of input 1 into X. So here we can see that the length of input 1 is 5. So here our X value will be 5. After that we have taken for loop. So for I equal to 0. So here I is equal to 0, and we will check the condition. If I is less than X. So here we can see that I is 0 and X is 5. So 0 is less than 5. So our condition is true. So what we will do? We will do this operation. Input 1 of I. So here I value is 0. So input 1 of I means input 1 of 0 equal to 2 lower input 1 of I. Means what it will do? It will convert M into lowercase. So here it will updated to M. Similarly, it will convert all the uppercase letter into lowercase. So now our input becomes M A D A M, and let's give the index 0 1 2 3 and 4. Now we have taken another for loop. So here for I equal to 0, here our I is 0, and we will check the condition. I is less than X by 2. So here X divided by 2 equal to 2. So now our value is 2. So we will check the condition, means I is less than 2. Our I value is 0. So 0 is less than 2. Our condition is true. Now we will come into the loop. So here we will again check the condition. If input 1 of I equal to input 1 of X minus I minus 1. So here our input 1 of I. So here our input 1 of I is M. Means here our input 1 of 0 is M. Equal to input 1 of X minus I. Our X value is 5. And 5 minus our I value is 0. So 0 and minus 1. Here we can see that 5 minus 1 is 4. Here we can see that input 1 of I means input 1 of 0 is M, and input 1 of here 4. Input 1 of 4 is also M. So our condition is true. So we will increment the count value. So our count value becomes 1. Now we will again increment the I value, I plus plus. Now I becomes 1. Now we will again check the condition. If I is less than x by 2 means 1 is less than x by 2 is 2. So here our condition is true. So we will again check the condition if input 1 of I. So here our I value is now 1. So input 1 of 1. Here we can see that input 1 of 1 is A equal to input 1 of x minus I minus 1. So x minus I. So initially x is 5 and I is now 1 and minus 1. So it becomes 3. So we will check the condition if input 1 of I, input 1 of 1 is A and input 1 of 3 is A. So both are equal. So our condition is true. So we will again increment the count value. So count plus plus. Now count becomes 2. Now again I plus plus. So here I becomes now 2. So we will again check the condition if I is less than x by 2. But here our I value is 2 and our x by 2 value is also 2. It is equal to 2, not less than 2. So this condition is false. So we will come out of the loop. And again here we will check the condition if count equal to I. Here we can see that count is equal to 2 and here our I value is also 2. So both are equal. So our condition is true. So we will return 2. So our program return 2. So it is the condition for palindrome. So here we can see that madam is a palindrome string. So it's correct. Please do like and share this video and subscribe our channel for more this type of videos. Thanks for watching.